All right, so we're going to look at some more complex shapes and how to do those. So let's say we do a star. I think that's right. That is a star. That's not the star I was trying to make, but we'll go with it. So we have our star. And then from each one of these corners, we're going to do the same diagonal line. So to make it easy, we'll just do one. From each diagonal, right across. That one's going to be hard, right across that box. Now you'll notice, this one, if you go across the box, you can't see it. So you don't have to worry about that one. Now from here, you go over 1, 2 blocks. 1, 2, and you stop. This one goes across the diagonal of 2 blocks. 1, 2, and then goes straight over. And we are going to connect this line in between. Okay, this one goes down 2 blocks. And then again, one diagonal. It goes across one, across one. And so now we have, whoops, this goes up the middle of the 2. So go right like that. So now we have a 3D star. And again, we can do the shading of all these by deciding that if the sun's coming this way, the one that's facing away from the sun, which is here, is going to be the darkest of all of them. Okay? This one is going to be the second most dark. Second most dark. This is also facing away, so that's super dark. And that is facing towards the sun the most, so that is going to be lighter. Now the front of this might actually be a little gray because it's not if the sun's coming from just the side. All right? So now, let's say we do the letter J. Well, let's do the letter T first. The letter T should be relatively simple because it's just diagonals, but we'll do it just to make sure we're all on the same page. So each one of these, this time we'll do across 2, diagonally across 2, diagonally across 2, diagonally across 2. We'll connect the tops of this, connect the side, and connect the side. And now we have a three-dimensional T. Now, the real rule is as long as we start on a point and end on a point, this can be probably any shape. All right, so we're going to do that. Here, here, here. So you do have to do a crazy shape. And this will be my crazy shape. Now, let's actually turn it this way because that's going to be a little bit better to show you all some of what happens with a curve. Now see this curve right here. Now we're going to need to make this curve actually touch one of the points so that we can do this easily. Touch that point right there. So where it touches a point is where you do the diagonal. Where it touches the point is where you do the diagonal. You might even do one right there. Touches a point, does a diagonal. Touches a point, does a diagonal, but you can't see that one. Touches a point and does a diagonal. So you need your diagonals on each one of those corners so that you can then do your 45-degree angle in this instance because it goes from one corner to another. And then the hard part is that this curve is going to repeat itself right here. Now it goes over and through. So it goes over and through and up. A little bit of a hill. Try to do the same hill over here. This is definitely the hardest one of all of these to do. This goes here across 2, here across 2. We got it like so. All right, but again, we have a 3D shape. The rule with the 3D shapes is that when it touches a corner and changes, that's where you do the diagonal. Touches a corner, changes. Touches a corner, changes. Now, we only go one direction, and this is something that I actually didn't say in the other videos, which I should have, is that you don't go this way and this way. You have to choose one or the other, right or left. You only see the right sides, or you could see the left sides. If this was a T and it went this way, that's fine, but we see all of the left sides or all of the right sides. You can also see all of the tops or all the bottoms So again, you see the bottom of this T, you see the top of this T, but you can't see both, okay? Bottoms or tops. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to do more advanced shapes. As long as it touches a corner where it changes, you can use that corner to figure out the angles. And as always, you can go across 1, across 2, across 3 to change the angle of what you're doing. You could go across 10 if you wanted to. And that can be the angle of the 3D.